Hey, my Lipton. I wanted to do another video. Listen, this is so I finally finished 13 Reasons Why season 4 after 3 years. Okay? Season 4 came out in 2020, season 4 came out in 2020. I wasn't really intrigued by the trailers or interested in anything that they were trying to do there. Because you look, I don't know, like I felt like after season 3, I was kind of starting to get over it because the way they were just they were, the rehabilitation of some of these people in this show was really starting to get on my nerves, and I was just like, you know what, I don't know if I should want to continue this damn show because y'all really getting on my nerves. But it was one of those things where it's like, when you're doing your chores and everything, you're doing your dishes and you just have your phone up. I was like, you know what, let me just start season 4 because it's the last season. We're moving on, you know. So I was like, let me just get it out the way, and let me be at peace with it. Um, yeah. So it's been 3 years. Okay, before I even start, I did put something on my community tab before I get to 13 reasons why. Y'all tell me if y'all want me to talk about this. At first, and I'm telling y'all the truth. I was not gonna talk about this, but the only thing is that I think on Twitter, like people are really dragging the shit out of this. Sam Levinson, the idol thing that he has going on, because he's the creator of Euphoria, and now he's doing a new series on this. They're saying that it's like porn fest. It's just like super duper raunchy, somewhat unnecessary. Like, why did you even do this? Y'all tell me if y'all want me to do a video on this, because I have my thoughts, honestly, on Sam Levinson, Euphoria, and now and obviously I haven't seen the Idol. It hasn't come out yet on the streaming service, but I might tune in just to see what it's trying to do. But I do have my thoughts on the creator of these shows, because I feel like there's a deeper thing going on with him. So y'all tell me if y'all want me to review that. Okay, just tell me in the comment section. Tell me in my community tab if you want me to review, if you want me to talk about this whole brouhaha that's going on with the Idol. But yes, let me go on to 13 Reasons Why. Let me tell you something. Let me just start with the good, okay? I was a fan in the beginning of this show. I was a fan. To me, personally, from season 1 to season 4, the strongest season to me is season 1. Season 1 is the strongest. Season 1, kept us intrigued. Like, we were following through the story. What happened to Hannah? Why did she do this? What's going on with these kids at this school, at Liberty High School? Like, what is being done? Season 1 was definitely more captivating, personally, to me. Okay. Season 2 was okay. It was okay. They season 2 dragged, I would say. It was kind of boring at certain points. I like the fact that they started doing the court case thing, having to do with Bryce and everything. um they were going into that. They were going into, Jessica, Justin, his role, Clay having to, continuously try, missing Hannah, but trying to move on, that sort of thing. A whole bunch. Monty, everybody. Also, Hannah's, and I think that we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Though Hannah obviously didn't deserve a lot of things that happened to her, but Hannah's not perfect either. She's not perfect, and I feel like if you, in particular, if you watch season 1, you're gonna feel more sympathetic. But like when you watch season 2, right, and they put into context a lot of the things that Hannah was like, and I hate to say it like this. I hate to say it like this, but it's just how I feel. There's certain parts and moments where I feel like Hannah be putting herself into situations where it's like she should not even be in. It's like, girl, go home. Go home. Why are you there? Like, why are you there? And I would just give y'all guys one example, one spoiler if you guys never watched, 13 Reasons Why. When I was watching season two, because they never revealed this in season one, but when I watched season two, and they said that Hannah was like started messing with Zach after what Justin and the team did to her in the beginning in season one, knowing that Zach is in Justin's crew, is in their group. He's fat boying along with them. Why are you messing with Zach knowing that Zach is just as much of a fuck boy like Justin, Bryce, and all those other motherfuckers? Like I was so pissed. I was like, girl, what? Like you know what these group of boys be doing. Like you didn't think that Zach was gonna play in your face. Like it's those kind of decisions like that that really, really like. I was just kind of like, girl, like you really like. It's like we really got to be teaching our daughters. Like we need to be doing better towards our girls, our young girls, like for real, like our teenage girls. Like it's like, because they be really making some stupid decisions. And listen, they're teenagers. They're gonna make dumb mistakes, but like there's certain parts of like the decision making skills that a lot of these teenage girls were doing in the show. I was like, I'm sorry, like no, no, no. Like it's like there's certain parts where it's just like, girl, like stop putting yourself into situations where it's like you're always going through some shit. There's certain things, don't get me wrong, there's certain things where it's like it was out of her control. Like she like a lot of the things where it's like the a lot of the students in the school were doing some fuck shit, and it was really affecting Hannah. But then there were other times where it's like Hannah was putting herself into a situation where it was like, yo, y'all getting me tight. And honestly, you'll see a lot of that in season two. So I'm gonna make that clear. But I will say this though. I don't think I have a favorite character in this show. I don't think I have a favorite. Everybody, from the hooter to the tutor, everybody got on my goddamn nerves in the show. Cause everybody kept doing stupid shit. There were people with some gray area, but then there were others where it was like there were monsters, like they were just terrible. Like I'm talking about Bryce, I'm talking about Monty, you know. I'm talking about those, and there was some of them where it was like it was kind of like just like, girl, like y'all need to get slapped. Like for instance, even Jessica, I'm not even gonna hold you. Jessica could have got popped in a few of these episodes throughout the and I mean throughout the whole season. There were a few times where Jessica needed a good ass beating, a good ass whooping, for real, for real. And we're just gonna be honest. And we're just gonna be honest. Justin too. Oh my god. Honestly, I do want to, let me get to the monsters part. Here's the thing. And obviously, y'all guys haven't watched it, go watch it, because I'm gonna be spoiling. It's been out for like how many years now? First of all, I'm gonna talk about the things I hated a lot, because this show also annoyed me a lot. I didn't like the fact that they were rehabilitating Bryce in season 3. Yeah, I didn't like that rehabilitation. I was like, Lord have mercy, please don't tell me they're gonna rehabilitate. Bryce is a whole rapist. He's an abuser. He raped a ton of girls. You know what I mean? And then they just all of a sudden he starts caring about freaking Tyler being sodomized. I'm like, girl, like you don't give a damn. How many people have you raped? Like, shut the fuck. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Like, I didn't like that the fact that they're trying to make him seem all concerned that Tyler's. Of course, like, why would you be concerned? Monty's your people. You were cool with Monty. Birds of a feather, they flock together. Listen, Monty ain't never. One thing about Monty, even though he was another crazy ass, abusive ass, rapist ass motherfucker, he was true to who he was. He knew that he was an asshole. He knew that he was inhumane, and he stayed like that towards the end of his life. The fact that Bryce, for literally the past 2 seasons, was terrorizing the school. Then all of a sudden they want to give him this like, you know, and what's it called? How did they say it on Twitter? Uh, 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 like a rehabilitation arc, like enemies to like, like antagonist to protagonist kind of vibe. And I was not feeling that. I'm just like, bro, if this was real life, Bryce would not care. He would not care. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it was too much. It was too much. Monty, I didn't like. First of all, I like, especially in season 4. I didn't like how y'all were like. I mean, okay. If we're talking about legally speaking, and see, because they ended up pinning Bryce's death on Monty, Clay and them, because Tyler ended up killing. I mean, what's his name? Zach ended up beating up Bryce's. He beat the shit out of Bryce, and then Tyler ended up pushing his ass into the water. So that was that, and killing him. But so they ended up pinning the death on Monty so that they can get Monty's bitch ass out of here. And I'm honestly, personally for me, I didn't give a shit. I was like, yeah, send his ass, pin it on him. I don't care if he didn't commit the crime. Take him out of there. Take him to jail. But what I didn't like though in season 4 was that what they were trying to do with the oh my god, like Monty, like oh my god, they killed, like it's like the thing with Diego, like I'm gonna talk about the unnecessary characters in this show, but with Diego and freaking Winston's dumb. Well, Winston got on my nerves, y'all. Winston got on my nerves. Like, oh my god, Monty, like they framed Monty, and I was like, who cares? Who cares? He sodomized Tyler. He sodomized Tyler in the bathroom. Beat his ass and sodomized him. We don't care if he was framed. Let him be framed. Let him be this. Let him be that. Send it out to jail. But obviously, legally speaking, we're talking about legally. It was wrong that they framed Monty. Because the one that actually did the murder should be the one that should be held accountable. Monty was supposed to be held accountable for the sodomy, the beating and the sodomy. So I can understand, like, legally speaking, where people feel like, and Winston and Diego, and I can understand why they feel that way. But at the end of the day, they can't not be blind to the fact that Monty was also extremely, like, I think there was like he's like a delinquent. I don't know, like a delinquent or something. Like he's like, there's something genuinely wrong with Monty. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like even the way like he would look at, like, there's evil behind there. And I know they're trying to do some sympathy stuff with the whole, like, he was on the DL and da 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 da. First of all, and that's the part I don't understand too about Winston. Because Winston was in love with Monty. It's like, Winston, you're all upset that Monty went to jail, but Monty beat your freaking ass too. He beat Winston to a pulp, and then ended up fucking you. So it's like, we're not gonna sit here and act as if Monty is not a crazy person that deserved to go to prison for the rest of his life. So did Bryce. But I'm glad that Bryce. I mean, obviously, spoiler alert: Bryce, Monty, they'll pass away. They'll get the hell out of here. So I don't care. I don't care about Monty's sob story. I don't care about Bryce's sob story. I'm glad both of them are dead. Justin, you need to catch these hands too. First of all, I also didn't like the rehabilitation of Justin. And I get it. No. I feel like Justin, in some ways, should have been held accountable for the assault that happened on Jessica in season 1. I get it. Bryce was the one that did it, but Justin also kept that to himself. He should have been held accountable for that. And the fact that he did not tell his girlfriend, he kept playing in her face. And don't get me wrong, was Jessica also doing? I mean, it must have been some PTSD and everything like that. Like she was trying a little bit too hard to get the truth out of Justin, to the point where I feel like she was almost about to like she was kind of sacrificing herself again, putting herself into some dangerous situations, which is dumb. But I can see what she was trying to. She was trying to hear from him. She was trying to hear from Justin because she really thought that Justin cared about her. So Justin definitely should have been held accountable for that. Like he needed. I even think Justin should have got some jail time. I'll be honest with y'all. Justin needed some jail time. He needed to go too. Not like to be in jail for the rest of his life like Bryce and Monty, but like he needed some jail time too. I'm sorry. He covered way too much, and I get it. Bryce did a lot for you. He threw money at you, da 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 da. But you should never allow that to stop you from protecting another human being, a person, a woman, your girlfriend. And I feel like Justin didn't do that. So in some ways, I didn't understand why Jessica kept like fiending for Justin. After that, like she just kept wanting to get back with him. And I remember Alex cursed the shit out of Jessica. I forgot what season it was. I don't know if it was season 2 or season 3, when Jessica and Alex were kind of having some kind of a fling, but Jessica was still like having real hard feelings for Justin. And then Alex was just like, Jessica, like, what the hell? Like, why are you going so crazy for him? She was like, oh, I feel like he's, I feel protected by him. And Alex was like, you dumb bitch. You feel protected by him when he allowed you to get raped? I was screaming. Y'all need to go watch that scene. That scene was, I was crying. I was crying. Alex cursed the shit out of him out. I was, you know what? I mean, Alex was okay. He was okay. He's not my favorite character, but he was okay. I would say the one that I don't like nobody. The one that I tolerated, I was like, okay, she's, this person is cool. And I like the way they're coming, I like that spice. The way they're coming at her like that. I liked Ryan. The way Ryan also cursed out Courtney. Courtney got on my goddamn nerves. I like the way Ryan came at her. Like, I would say Ryan is probably the only one that I was like, what, he's, like I said, I don't like it because all of them did some terrible things. But like, I think Ryan, I can tolerate Ryan. Ryan had me fucking calculated. The way he cursed out Courtney, and Ryan was like, listen, I don't know why the hell we all going crazy over Bryce. Bryce is a rapist. And then Courtney's gonna go be like, alleged rapist. And then Ryan's gonna go be like, fuck you, Courtney. Season 1. Listen, season 1 was everything. I'm sorry. Like, we need to be honest. Season 1 was everything. I love season 1. Season 1 was everything. I will say this, though. And, okay, before I even get to it. And I like Sherry. I really, really like Sherry. I feel like they should have done more with Sherry and Clay. I like that little. At first they started off strong with that in season 1, but then they just let it go. I'm just like, no, like, let them be together. I wish they should have had Sherry be Clay's love interest instead of Ani or Anna, whatever her name is. And this is where I pivot to the unnecessary characters. First of all, we did not need Diego. We did not need Annie or Anna. And we did not need Winston. We did not need these people. At all. Because I feel like that those roles and those positions could have gone to Sherry. First, y'all should have gave Sherry way more. Y'all should have built up Sherry and Clay's relationship and had Sherry be with Clay. Take Winston's dumbass. Winston is such a dummy. You over here defending and like, get out of here. Monty's a whole, like, he doesn't even like you like that. A whole internalized, homophobe or something. Get Winston out of here. I was sick of Winston. Diego, I found him unnecessary. Like, that's the thing. And Diego was just defending Monty. And I get it. That's your football, man. Football, they be hazing and doing all that stupid shit. in the teams. So that's why but I felt like Diego was also unnecessary for the show in season 4. You know, I felt like get those people out there. There was very like unnecessary characters in season 4. I could have done without them. But overall, I would say the show definitely declined after season 1. I had to be honest with y'all. Season 2 it dragged. There were some parts that the part I feel like for me that was like the most beautiful in season 2, honestly, was the funeral scene. The way that Clay was giving that eulogy, the background music was just beautiful. I had to download that. I enjoyed that. And then Jessica giving her story on court and everything like that. That whole thing. What happened? What was happening? Oh yeah, the rehabilitation of Bryce in season 3 was just not good. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Justin and his drugs and everything that was going on with him. And I think that a lot of people had an issue with the sodomy stuff that happened with Tyler. And listen, I felt like we needed to see that. They needed to put that on. Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel like they had to put that on the show. I feel like we don't talk about it enough when it comes to boys and men being sodomized, raped, sexually assaulted. So I feel like we needed to see that. I know at the time it got a lot of outrage, but I think that it was necessary for that to happen, for it to be shown to us, for us to be aware that things like this happen. I didn't like the supernatural stuff though. I will say this because they were trying to do like and that's the thing. So I felt that's why I felt season 4, and I know they kind of introduced it in season 2 with the Hannah and the spirit and stuff, but see, especially season 4. I'm sorry, y'all. I was not feeling the Bryce and the Monty popping up spirits and I don't know if it's in their imaginations, their just their souls. I don't know what was happening there, but I was not feeling that. And I know they were trying to give like a little like Pretty Little Liars kind of vibe too in season 4, like with and they're saying Riverdale. I never watched Riverdale before, so they're saying that it kind of gave like that kind of vibe. I didn't like that. Don't make things complicated. If that's not something that's in the books or anything like that, don't put it on the show. Don't put unnecessary like over exaggerated stuff like ghosts and spirits and Monty's popping up here. Bryce is popping up here even though they're dead. Like it's like let them be dead. Let them be dead. I didn't like that. And there was a lot of things that Clay got away with in season 4. There was some points where Clay should have been arrested. But honestly, the whole school, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Liberty High School, I'm surprised nobody transferred their kids out of the school. This school is one of the most useless schools I've ever seen in my life. They get away with a lot of illegal stuff in the school when it comes to the administrators. Like everybody, from the administrators to the students. I think this school needs to be shut down expeditiously. Liberty High should be shut down. Because I don't understand what is all this madness that's happening in the school. So I don't know. But yeah, overall, if I'm gonna rate the seasons from from best to worst, let me just go from best to worst for now. Season 1 was the best. I guess you can say season 2 was the second best, even though it kind of dragged and everything. Then I guess you can say season 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, season 1, season 2, season 3, 1 to 4. But if I'm gonna rate the series in its totality from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 5. 5 out of 10. I'll definitely give it a 5 out of 10. But yeah, I'm glad the show is over though. I'm glad this is over. I'm glad we're moving on from this because I felt like it was no point at this point. And also, before I end this video, I know there was a lot of backlash for the show. Talk about suicide and everything like that. I'll be honest with y'all. I feel like, maybe I'm on the popular opinion side of this. I feel like we needed, especially in season 1, we needed to see stuff like that. I feel like we're so within our bubbles at certain points in our lives that it's like we don't step outside of it. We hear the stories, but we don't. In a way, even though it can be very traumatizing, but like we need to be honest with ourselves. We live in a violent society, okay? And I saw this quote that I remember posting on my Facebook at one point in time. It said this: "There's no such thing as being pro-life, while supporting laws that let children be shot in their schools, elders in grocery stores, worshippers in houses of faith, survivors by abusers, or anyone in a crowded place is an idolatry of violence, and it must end." And I do think that we are a violent society. I do. I feel that way. You know, like domestic violence is high, sexual assault is high, freaking mass shootings, just suicides. Just we are in a place where it's like we're so numb to it that once we get like a reality check and we see it for ourselves, it's kind of like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, yeah, this is what's been going on for a very long time. And it's still continuing to go on. And I feel like we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about suicide. We need to talk about sexual assault. We need to talk about how these kids are in a way are becoming more and more inhumane at schools than ever before. You have students literally out here fighting their teachers now. That never used to happen when I was in school. So I feel like we need to have these conversations. Point by period. Yes, it might be dramatized and over sensationalized and over the top, but overall the message is there. So anyway, y'all guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. But do you guys have any favorite characters from the show? I don't. I don't have any of them. I feel like all of them got on my all of them got on my nerves. But how do you guys feel about Hannah? How do you guys feel about her? I feel like, obviously she was going through some things mentally and everything like that, but she definitely was not a perfect person at all. And I feel like there were a few times, where she was putting herself in situations where it's just like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, you already know the situation. Why are you putting yourself in it? But overall, she definitely made the show. She made it. Without her, the show would have never been what it was. So, but yeah, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.